Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Bode Cooper of Brighton Boys Cross Country. How's it going?
I'm going great. How are you?
Doing well, man. So it's good start to the season so far. I know you guys just had the Mustang invite, and it turns out it went pretty well for you guys. I know Luke's probably the talk of that meet, but what was that like to perform so well with everybody?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, we have Tyler and Luke who are always up there. They're ready to perform. And then recently this year, especially coming off the 2 mile with track and that whole group of guys, we've had a group of 8 solid guys who are just together, packed up. And I mean, that's like our first real race, really running together like that. And I mean, like that first mile and a half, it was phenomenal just running side by side with all those guys. And we're all so close in speed, and yet we're all so we're so fast. We're already up there. We're like, top 10 to 15 places in that meet. It was just all Brighton. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been great. Great
Yeah,
first race.
Yeah, I know best start. I know a good start to the season. I know a lot of people talking that this could be another one of those special years again. For this team. I know you guys were really, really close last year, but of course, going in, you have Tyler, you have Luke, yourself. Just what has this been like, and what I know every team and group are different, but what is it with this group that gels so well together?
Really, I think it's all about culture. I mean, every single one of us is really, we're all set on one goal. And I mean, the goal's always been to win states every single year. But this year, I think everybody can recognize that we have what it takes, but we all know that it's not going to come easy. And I think especially the past few weeks in training, it's been really obvious to see that everybody wants it. And we'll have workouts. Some guys are doing great and other guys are struggling. But the expectation is, if you're hurting or if you're like trying to drop from the group or whatever, the expectation is to like man up and then get back with all the guys. And we've just been pushing each other so much. It's been phenomenal.
So really coming into this year, what are some of the things that you worked on this summer to get kind of, better, drop your time and all that stuff?
This summer, I think it's really all about, I think what we want to do is have that strong team. We want, mile 2, if somebody's dying, we want 8 Brighton guys to be passing them, all looking strong, kind of creating that, like, I don't know, like a formidable force. Like, we want to be scary almost. So we've been really working on, rather than just running with the individual, having at least one guy to run with to stick with you, because we realize that helps us just run so much faster and be so much stronger than if we're just by ourselves fighting our battle alone.
So going into, how does I've always wanted to ask this. How do you approach a 5K, like from mile 1 to mile 2 to mile 3? What kind of goes into the strategy of, when to push, when not to, how to not gas out during a race?
Well, my strategy is a little different than what most of our other guys like to run. I'm a bit more of a second half racer. I like to kind of go out that first mile like strong but smooth, not using too much energy. And my first mile will usually be 5 to 10 seconds slower than most of the other guys. But then really that second mile is what's most important. That can kind of make or break your race. And you have to realize, if you're dying, you have to, at least for me, I struggle with form once in a while. So when I can kind of check back in and really focus up, make sure I'm being efficient, that's kind of what makes my race. And making sure you look at that guy ahead of you and try not to drop him, that's really huge. And then that last mile, I mean, really it's just, you're going all out. You have to realize that the pain you're hurting now is temporary, and you just got to run faster, if not for yourself, then for your team.
So going into, these next few races, because I know there are some big invites coming up. Of course, April this week, and then of course we have the famous Spartan invite. These next few races, what do you feel like that these guys feel like you guys need to do to really kind of continue the momentum you guys have right now coming from Mustang?
Um, Again, with that pack mentality, I think we did it well at Mustang, but it could have been way better. We strung out right at the mile. Everybody's starting to go. And I think really what we need to do better is realize that we're racing with our teammates, not against them. I mean, we always have that friendly competition, like, oh, who's going to be these top 7 runners at the end of the season going to states? And everybody obviously wants to be that. So there's a bit of competition there, and it's not really a problem ever, but we just have to really work together, really focus down. But I think with Elsie's training and our speed to get to that point, I think our whole mentality throughout the season is trust Elsie's training. I mean, he's a super knowledgeable coach. He knows what he's doing, and he might not have us run the fastest time that weekend, but we trust that come November, come that state meet, that he's going to get us in shape for what needs to be done.
Absolutely. So going into, okay, let me ask you this. I always like to, ask any runner I talk to this. How do you get ready for a race? Because everyone is so different.
I always make sure, I think every runner tries to carb up before.
Yeah. Okay. What's on the carb list?
The carb list, once in a while it's pizza, but I mean the better carbs, you get pasta, lasagna, the basics.
Trip to Gus's.
Oh yeah, definitely. Gus's, the breadsticks are phenomenal there, and then lasagna's great.
Yeah.
But so that, and then I always at least try to get 8 hours of sleep. Obviously, I mean, that's what's really important. And then our coach sends us these nutrition recommendations, I think based off Michigan State, what they have. So we eat a meal 3 to 5 hours before the race, and then you have a snack about 90 minutes before. And that really just helps you, like, make sure you get the energy you need without filling up your stomach and making you feel like you want to puke during the race.
Okay. All right. Are you like right before race, like, are you like, put headphones in and get ready, or are you like, I gotta talk to everybody in the world?
I think I'm a little bit of both. I used to be really putting the headphones in and super serious. And I guess as I've matured as a runner, I've realized that that's not really as important. And I'm not one to go around and talk to every single person on the line. I still know when to be serious. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. I realized that, like, even if I lock in or whatever, there's still a level of like focus that comes right when that gun shoots off, that, it's only going to come down to when the race starts rather than what you listen to 5-10 minutes before.
If you do put headphones in, what's on Bode's playlist?
Ooh. I'm a big rap person. I like,
of course.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is a classic. I like him a lot. That's probably the biggest one.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to know you a little bit more, Bode. How about that?
All right.
Okay, so running superstitions that you have.
Ooh. It's a big one. Let's see. I don't have any like special PR socks that I wear. I think a lot of runners I have do, or a lot of friends I have do.
Yeah.
Some big ones. Let's see. I always do these like breathing exercises before I go to bed the night before. I don't know if it actually has any benefit to it. And it's not like anything I saw online. I just do it. It makes my lungs feel good or whatever. That's always one. And then I've been starting to not like wear watches like on the day of the race.
Like the
I just
Apple
won't wear like a
smartwatches
watch at
and all
all.
that, or is it just like those like, hey, let's keep track of this?
Um, well, so Elsie's big on not wearing watches at all during the race,
Yeah,
but like I won't wear the watch at all like during the day, like even if it's during like the warm up or something,
right. Because you
tracking how
can,
long.
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah,
Uh,
those are the big ones.
okay, favorite team to root for?
Like local team.
No, just like if like a college pro. I don't know how big of a sports guy you are.
Oh yeah. Sports. I mean, I'm MSU all the way for football and most other sports.
Yeah,
Um, that's I mean that's basically it. I'm a huge college basketball fan. I love college basketball a lot more than the NBA.
yeah, yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, it's you know, the minute you said basketball, you're a Spartan fan. I mean, that makes sense.
Oh
It's
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Thomas was a great coach.
Yeah, I've gotten the chance to meet him during my time in this business, so
That's awesome.
it is, it really is. Um, Finally, what? Not to put you on the spot, but what is something people do not know about you?
Ooh. Hmm. Let's see. Some people won't know. I mean, I'm kind of a nerd a little bit. You know, it comes to computers and whatnot. I'd say I'm pretty knowledgeable about that
Yeah,
stuff.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, I've met people that have built. Well, I met someone during my time of interviewing people. I've met somebody that built a computer when they were like in like seventh grade or something.
Oh wow.
It's honestly I don't know how people do that, but it's kind of insane.
Yeah, I'm more of the I guess like coding stuff, not much of the components. I don't really know
It kind of
what most of those
resembles
parts
the
of the cars.
setup you have there, but
Oh yeah. Yeah, the mic and all that.
yeah, makes sense. All right. Well, Bode, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you.